Hey, this is Bob Buckley with a Frontline Disc Golf form review. We have a backhand review today for Sean Warner. We got Sean on the right here, we got Dan Brooks-Wells on the left. I'm going to go ahead and play through the form slowly, and then I'll back it up and do the review. First thing I say for all my form reviews is it's best to slow down. Throwing faster and having a faster walk up does not mean you're going to throw further. It's important that we get to the correct form in order to get the most out of our throw. First thing I notice here, Sean has his left hand on the disc. Try to get everybody to get that left hand off the disc, and if it's going to be on it, just place it on there. Don't grab the disc, because what happens is when you go to reach back, it follows your left hand and it causes us to round. So I try to just have that left hand down by the side if you can. You'll see in Dan's throw at the very beginning, Dan does kind of have his hand placed on the disc to get a good release angle. He's prepping his release angle. So I like to see the disc start up by your chest as Dan has it here, instead of having it down by your waist. It just causes for less movement throughout the throw, and less movement means that our throw is more repeatable, and more repeatable means more consistent. So one of the first things that you notice when we go into it is that we're barely into the first step of the X step, and Sean's already looked away from his target. You'll notice Dan looks at his target throughout the entirety of his throw until his reach back, when his shoulder pushes his chin and he can no longer look at the target. So just like any sport, we want to look at where we're throwing until our throw doesn't allow us to anymore. So the first step of the X step looks promising. He's nice and closed off. He's at a 90-degree angle to the target, so that's good. The second step of the X step, we want to see, and he actually has a little bit of a hop going here, he's kind of levitating right now. The second step of the X step, you'll notice Dan's right here. He's pretty close to 90 degrees, he's a little bit tilted back, but he's almost 90 degrees to the other foot. It's a nice small X step. Too many times we see in this big X step, with this big second step, where the off foot lands on their toe. And what that does, it turns the hips backwards. It doesn't allow us to utilize our hips for maximum distance. So our reach back timing is off. The reach back should start as the front foot comes out of the X step. You'll notice Dan here, as soon as this front foot starts coming forward, his arm reaches back. It's almost like it's one movement. So, and then if I reverse it, you can see it like his front foot goes forward at the same speed that his hand goes, that his reach back goes back. His reach back peaks as his front foot touches the ground. Now if we look at Sean, his reach back starts before his front foot comes out of that reach back, out of the X step, and right there his reach back's already peaked, and he's about halfway through that last third step. Last thing we see here is that the shoulders, Sean, sorry the video is kind of blurry, I don't know why that is. Dan's is pretty clear. Sean's looks pretty blurry, but you'll notice the shoulders here. As that arm comes through, he should be leading with his elbow. He should be driving through the throw with his elbow. This is often the mistake we see, is people get the disc in front of their chest and then they open up their chest and they swing their arm out, which isn't using our body to be the best catapult that it can be. If you watch Dan pulls through. He gets the disc into this right here, which we call the power pocket, and that's where all the rotation of the disc comes from. And he gets the arm way out. We want to see, I call this plane right here the glass window. We want to see you break the glass. We want to see you throw an elbow straight through that glass window. Go back. Looks like Sean's just trying to backhand. He's trying to hit it with his hand and not his elbow. We call that micro rounding. That's a term that's coined by Dan Briswell's micro rounding, because your reach back is fine. It's not across your body, which is where normal rounding typically comes from. But you are still rounding in the end, because if you watch how the disc comes out, you're coming around instead of through your body. So yeah, that's all I got for you. I would suggest when you're trying to fix your form, pick one thing at a time and focus on it, and really drive it into being a habit. And once you feel comfortable and you think that you can do it over and over again without even thinking about it, then pick the next topic and focus on that. If you try to do everything at once, your brain gets all jumbled and you won't see quick results. There's no such thing as quick results when it comes to fixing your form. It's going to take a long time. You might see a setback at first, but in the long run, it'll help you out. So hopefully you found this helpful. Hopefully we see you get better in the future. Till next time.